What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the start of the Buffalo Bills franchise mode here in Madden 25. I'm so excited. The game is finally out. We can take over the Buffalo Bills, who are my favorite team in the NFL. It'll be a different type of year. I don't know if you can necessarily call it a rebuild. It's more of a retool. I mean, as you can see on the screen here, we do have a lot of really good players, some good veterans as well, led by none other than the main man himself, Josh Allen. We got to take these boys and win a Super Bowl. That is the goal of this franchise mode. Buffalo, man, they got some good players. They've been making some really good pushes the past few years, ultimately coming up short to the Kansas City Chiefs. Sometimes we all know the 13-second overtime game. That was one for the history books. The players are here, man. The culture's here. We have a really good front office. We'll be taking over as the GM / head coach of the Buffalo Bills. We'll take him to the promised land, lead him to a Super Bowl. Let's get it going, boys. All right, so let's just jump through the league settings before we hop in and make our coach. We'll be on all Madden difficulty simulation gameplay style. Of course, we've got to give ourselves a challenge. I turned the dynamic momentum off. I just don't really like to deal with that sometimes. I don't know, it can be a little cheesy. So we'll have it off for now. And then in terms of the trade difficulty, we'll set that to hard. Make it a little bit more difficult. I know in previous years in Madden, it was very easy to exploit the CPU, try to pick up as many draft picks as possible. So we'll put that to hard, might make it a little bit more realistic. And then same goes for the free agent motivation impact. We'll set that to high. Again, might make it a little bit more difficult, a little bit more of a challenge. We can't just splash the cash and pick up whoever we want. There will be motivations that will be accounted for. So we'll set that to high, but those are the settings. I'm going to jump in, create our coach, and I'll see you guys in preseason week 1. Let's go. All right, so here we go. 2024 preseason. We're in week 1. Let's get things started off by going through our depth chart, getting the players in their proper positions. Of course, number 1, Josh Allen, QB1. He is the main man, and he will be leading us to greatness. I'm expecting an MVP type season from him, especially with how our offense is looking this year in terms of personnel. A lot of the load will be on Josh Allen's shoulders, so we'll need him to be great. I have no doubt he can do it. Taking a look at our running back room, we have James Cook as number 1 and the rookie Ray Davis out of Kentucky at number 2. I like this combo here. James Cook, a little bit more speed and agility. Good ball catcher as well, good pass catcher. And then we have Ray Davis, a little bit more power with him. Nice little 1-2 combo. We'll see how the boys do as the season progresses. We'll put McKitty as fullback number 2 and Gilliam, of course, fullback number 1. And then the wide receiver room, I moved Keon Coleman to number 1 in terms of the depth chart. We got to develop him. He will be our next stud receiver. Everyone knows what happened with Stephon Diggs. The Bills made the decision to move on from him. Seemed like there was a lot of drama in the locker room. Maybe the relationship was dwindling a little bit between him and Josh Allen. Honestly, it's a good fresh start. I like the acquisition of Keon Coleman. Brandon Beane pulling some strings on draft day to trade down, pick him up with the first pick in the second round. I think he's going to be a great player, man. I've been watching a lot of his highlights. Of course, you can't judge a player just by highlights on YouTube, but Keon Coleman, he's big, 6'3". He looks like he has great hands. I'm excited to see what he can do this season. He'll be wide receiver number 1 for us. We'll put Curtis Samuel at number 2. He's got some nice speed. Looks like a very, consistent type of receiver. Exactly what we need. And then we have Khalil Shakir, who will be our slot man, and he'll be number 3. And then a few more depth pieces down the line there. But again, really excited to see what Coleman can do. We will develop him. He is our future wide receiver number 1 there. Then we have the tight end position with Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. I mean, this is just as good of a 1-2 combo as you can get. Great speed, great catching ability on both of them. I think I might move Kincaid up to the number 1 slot, or the number 1 position rather, in the depth chart. We'll see how the season progresses, but of course, Kincaid, second-year player. I want to get him developed, get him some more action. But for now, we'll stick with the veteran Dawson Knox at the number 1 position for tight end. Left tackle, pretty much set in stone with Deion Dawkins there. A really good player to have. At left guard, I might make a change here. We have La'el Collins. I know he's initially a right tackle, but him being at 79 overall, I feel like he can slide in to that left guard position. Gives us a little bit of a better overall there. We'll have McGovern at center. Osiris Torrance, again, second-year player. He'll be our right guard. And then at right tackle, we have Spencer Brown. So not a bad offensive line. Yeah, you know, we could use a little bit more in terms of overall, but I can't complain too much. It's pretty decent, middle of the pack, I would say. And then we take it over to the defensive side of the football. Defensive end Greg Rousseau. I mean, the guy's an absolute stud going into his 4th year now in the NFL. So I'm excited to see what he can do for us. And then this player right here, Von Miller. I love him. What can you say? He's a legend, veteran player. He was really good for the Bills in his first season. Second season, he picked up some unfortunate injuries. And then last year was a little bit slow out the gate. Of course, he missed training camp, didn't have a preseason, so you can't really judge him too much as to what happened last year. Of course, you'd like to see better from him, but it is what it is, man. He's how old is he? Like 36, I think, something like that. So hopefully age isn't too much of a factor with him. I'm hoping for a big bounce back here, and we'll need him. We'll go through the contract situation in a minute, and you guys will see, man. Von Miller is getting paid through 2027, so hopefully we can get a big bounce back here from him, and we'll need it considering some of the key players that we did lose on this side of the football. Defensive tackle Ed Oliver, of course, the main man there, and Daquan Jones coming back as the number 2. And then I will move the rookie DeJuan Carter just 3rd in the depth chart, get him a few more reps, start to develop him a little bit there. Outside linebacker, none other than the stud Matt Milano. I mean, what more can you say about him? The guy's an absolute beast. Last year, he was off to an incredible start. He had like 4 or 5 interceptions through like 6 weeks or something crazy like that. He looked unstoppable. And then the dreaded London game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I understand the NFL wants to promote the NFL. I know there's a lot of international fans, and it's great. You know, hopefully the NFL can grow. But it's just having, I think it was a home game for the Bills as well. Losing a home game to go play in London to Jacksonville was just not what you want to see. And of course, to make matters worse, Matt Milano actually got injured there. I think he broke his leg and he was done for the rest of the season. So hopefully he can stay healthy. We will need to depend on him through our linebackers there. Matt Milano, absolute stud. Then we have Deion Jones and Terrell Bernard. I think I'm going to move Terrell Bernard to start at middle linebacker. He's a bit younger. Want to see what he can do. He had a really good season last year, so we'll start off with him as the number 1 middle linebacker. And then on the other outside linebacker position, we have Nicholas Morrow. Pretty good speed, agility, so hopefully can be a good player for us. But again, linebackers might be an area that we look to improve on as this franchise carries on. Now we're off to our DBs. Taron Johnson is our highest overall at 86, and we have Rasul Douglas, who the Bills picked up via trade last season. He had a really good start with the Bills, a lot of interceptions. We'll see what he can do for us this season. His contract is expiring at the end of this season, so we'll have to make a tough choice with his future. And then we have Christian Benford and then Kaiir Elam. Kaiir Elam, man, I want to see a lot more from him. He was, a 2nd-round draft pick a few years ago. Hasn't really panned out. I know he got injured last season, so it was a little bit unfortunate there. I will have Taron Johnson as the slot corner. So that means we'll have Rasul Douglas and Benford playing in their positions. Kaiir Elam might get some running as well. And then the safety position. This is where, well, with the DBs as well, a lot of changes happening. We lost Trey White, Tre'Davious White. He was a legend with Buffalo. Really good player. The only thing is he couldn't stay healthy. He couldn't stay on the field. And I mean, they made the decision to let him go. He's with the Rams now, so hopefully he can have a good season there and then stay healthy, stay on the field. Tough to see him leave, but what can you do, man? That's business. Same with the safety position. Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, they are gone. The 2 veterans in the backfield are no longer with the Bills, and it's time for a new face. Cole Bishop is here, the rookie out of Utah. I mean, 6'2", 206. He's got great speed and acceleration. I think he'd be an absolute stud for us. He'll be controlling that safety position there. And then at strong safety, we have Taylor Rapp and Mike Edwards. So again, there are holes, there are areas where we can strengthen, but for now, it's not a bad roster. Of course, it's not ideal. You know, it's a little bit of a downgrade from where it was a few years ago when the Bills were really Super Bowl favorites. I wouldn't say that we're necessarily Super Bowl favorites, but we have our sights set on the playoffs. If we can get into the playoffs, anything is possible at that point, especially with Josh Allen playing quarterback. Hopefully, Keon Coleman can develop throughout the season and be an absolute stud for us come playoff time. 3rd down running back, we have James Cook. power halfback Ray Davis, slot wide receiver Khalil Shakir. And then no real changes here. Greg Rousseau, Von Miller. We don't really have that much depth, so there really aren't many options we can do in terms of substitution personnel. Matt Milano, Bernard. We can even move Mike Edwards there. You can get some playing time as a substitute linebacker. Slot corner, I'm going to move Teron Johnson there, 83 overall. And then we'll have Khair Elam as the backup slot. Hopefully he can get some game time as well and start to develop. But that's the roster. That's the depth chart. Everything is set in stone. We'll see how it goes. You know, if anyone impresses us, we'll be moving it around. And one thing I wanted to go through as well is the salary cap situation. So to start off this season in 2024, we still have 10 million in cap space, and there are actually some pretty decent free agents. I don't know if I necessarily will sign them, just because I want to keep the roster as is. I don't want to make it a little too unrealistic, and I want to give some of our younger guys the game time. But look at this jump. Josh Allen making 30 mil this season. 2025 it's 60, so it doubles in 2025. Von Miller 15 million now, 23 in 2025. Greg Rousseau making an extra 10 million next year. Same goes for Dion Dawkins. Ed Oliver. I mean, as you can see here, our salary cap situation is not ideal. A lot of key players are making big money, and if that's the case, then we'll need them to perform. Otherwise, we're going to have to make some difficult decisions. The cap penalties, and we can't really release anyone. There's going to be a lot of dead money on the books. We're already eating up 61 mil this season with trading away Stephon Diggs and those moves that happen in the offseason. So not a lot of money to work with. This is our roster. We're going to just have to develop them and play well. I know we can do it. We have some great players. We're just going to have to take it by storm, boys. We're going to have to play well. We're going to need a big season from Josh Allen. But now that we went through the roster, we're going to go through a few of these training camp drills, get some skill points, get the boys warmed up and ready to go. Not really going to do too much in preseason. I know there are a few press conferences that we have to get through. We're going to get through this. We have our sights set on week 1 of the regular season. So let's take care of some of these drills. Let's get it going, boys. Just going to run this easy one with Josh Allen. Get him a skill point. Get his overall up a little bit before the start of the regular season. Nothing too crazy here. All right, we're able to secure the gold with Josh Allen. So there we go. Easy money, especially with a quarterback of his caliber. No doubt about it. We should get +1 skill points for that. There we go. With the rushing attack, I'm going to go on with James Cook. I know he's an 81 overall. Maybe we could have used Ray Davis here to get his overall up a little bit, but James Cook will be our main man. I want to get his overall up a little bit, so why not? Not a bad option to get his overall up. So we'll go through this drill quickly, and hopefully we can get a gold as well. Easy as it like there. We pick up another gold with James Cook. That will contribute to his development. So not bad at all so far at training camp. I like this feature. Get an early start to some of the development. For wide receiver battle, we're going with none other than probably the funniest guy in the NFL, Keon Coleman. I mean, he is just an absolute stud. Let's go ahead, get him started here at training camp. I'm excited to see what he can do this season, man. Stephon Diggs, he had a few really great seasons with the Bills. There's no doubt about it. Last season started off really well, and then the Bills started to move away from getting him involved in the offense. My initial kind of thought process, hypothesis, whatever you want to call it, was that the Bills already had a feeling that they were going to be moving away from Diggs. Now, you know, what do I know? I'm just watching and making some guesses here, but to me it looked like they were trying to see what the offense would look like in a post Stephon Diggs world, and clearly they like what they saw. The Bills actually did put together a really big win streak whenever they did make the decision to sit Diggs. A lot of other players were getting involved, and they ultimately let him go. So Keon Coleman, along with the other receivers, Dalton Kincaid, really gonna have to fill in for all those yards and that contribution, because there's no doubt about it, Stephon Diggs during his time with the Bills was an absolute beast. He really was one of my favorite players. It sucks whenever anyone has to leave like that, but what can you do? So Keon Coleman, pick up a silver with him there. Let's try it again and get a gold, boys. There we go. Got the gold with Keon Coleman. +1 skill points for him as well. So I think that kind of does it for our offensive skill position anyways. I like how they added this drill right here, the pocket protector. We can actually start to develop our offensive linemen which it was almost impossible to do. I mean, this drill didn't exist in Madden 24, but even with just skill points and gameplay, it seemed like offensive linemen never developed. So that's really nice to see. I think I will go ahead and do this drill with Osiris Torrance, second-year player. Let's start to get his overall up a little bit so he can become our solidified player at right guard. Now, this drill has been one that's been giving me some issues. I've tried it out a couple of times, and I have to say it's pretty difficult to get gold or even silver. Forget about gold. I'm gonna pick up this. I don't even know if that plus stamina does anything. Why did we go down there? Is it because I ran through the red circle? Nothing hit him. We're gonna try that again. I think it's because I actually ran through that red circle with Osiris Torrance. So let's try to stay away from that. We're getting a little bit fortunate with the position of the balls here. There we go. That plus 1x is a bit far, but we're actually getting pretty lucky here with how they're coming out. There we go, boys. Avoid the red circle. Easy does it. Got plus 1x over there. Oh, I missed that one, boys. I missed it again. I can't see it from this side. That's one. Nah, we're done for. It looks like it's just going to be a bronze, and then I ran into it. You know what? That's fine by me. I don't want to do that again. I'm not trying to get a gold there, boys. It's just weird. It feels clunky. I get it. He's an offensive lineman, but even with the camera angles, sometimes the tennis balls, it's just hard to see what's going on there. So it is what it is. We're going to go on DB battle here, and I think for this I would like to do two of these. So I think for one we'll go with Kaiir Elam to get him going a little bit, and then of course Cole Bishop, the rookie. We'll do Cole Bishop for this DB battle. So here we go. We got to strap up. Don't give Shakir anything. Ball goes up. Bishop is there. Once again, we're going to go through this drill and hopefully pick up gold. This one is a little bit more manageable than that offensive lineman drill. So I'll see you guys on the other side once we collect gold. All right. Finally got there. Another gold for Cole Bishop. Let's go. And now for the other DB position, we will go with Kaiir Elam, get him a skill point, get him going a little bit in his young Buffalo Bills career, but definitely hasn't so far had the greatest of starts. But we'll go through some of these drills, get him a skill point. Hopefully we can turn him into an absolute beast. Maybe he can be the replacement for Rasul Douglas when he has to leave after this season. We'll see how it goes. And there we go. Pick up a gold for Kaiir Elam. He does feel really good in game. He's got great speed, great agility. So like I said, Rasul Douglas's contract is coming up at the end of this season. We might have to trade him at the trade deadline, retool for the seasons to come, and then we'll hand over the reins to Kaiir Elam. So we're almost done with training camp. I have one more receiver battle position that I'd like to use up for Dalton Kincaid, get him a skill point as well. So let's go ahead, get that one out of the way, and that's going to do it for the preseason, for the training camp. It's a nice little feature. Why not get some skill points here early on? So we're just gonna have to get open and get the skill points, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Go Bills. Beautiful, easy money with Dalton Kincaid there. We secure the gold and get him +1 skill points as well. I'm excited for the season, man. I know it's been a lot getting through this preseason, a lot of talking, a lot of going through the depth charts and everything. If you guys are still here and enjoying the episode, and if you're hyped and excited for this Bills franchise mode, smash that like button and hit subscribe to never miss an episode. As we carry on, we're going to advance into the next week. It looks like we're already starting off with storylines here. Seems like they kind of altered this portion of the franchise mode, talking about some position battles there, and then we have a press conference. So now they make it like this whole big theatrical thing with music and all that, but I mean, ultimately it seems like it's still pretty similar. Let's see here. Oh, I guess this was for DBs. I mean, will there be a battle? There won't really be a battle, man. James Cook is our starter, right? James Cook's our starter. It's nothing against Ray Davis. I wonder how that'll go over in the locker room. Your players lost trust in you because you didn't allow players to fight for the job. Boys, what are we talking about here? Morale's going down. James Cook is our established #1 starter. Ray Davis, I'm excited to see what he can do for us, but he's a rookie, right? He's gonna be backup to James Cook right now. I don't think that's, you know, a news flash to anyone, as the Bears rather have signed David Bakhtiari. Interesting. Wonder where he'll go in real life. I know in Madden he does have a pretty decent overall, but morale goes down because of that. You know, what's going on here, boys? Of course James Cook's our starter, but it's just, I think if you would have selected an answer, then you kind of have to watch how they perform in the preseason and stuff, and I'm not really interested in preseason stats. What are we doing here? For Osiris Torrance, pass block finesse, pass block finesse. Definitely want to be a pass first team with Josh Allen as our quarterback, so I'm just gonna go for that. And there we go, +2 to pass block finesse for Osiris Torrance. Beautiful. And then we have a player meeting. What's going on here? Is Ray Davis upset that I said there is no position battle? What do we have? Practice field, training camp. Keon Coleman, baby. My agent's been telling me that my personality can be a problem sometimes. What's your agent talking about, man? There's no truth. Your personality is great. You're a funny guy. You keep it real. Well, what are we doing here? Do you recommend? I don't want you to change. More of a leader. I want you to be more of a team player. I want you to be more intense. I want him to be more of a leader. We're gonna need him to step up. Let's work on his leadership. Coach, I don't feel like we've built up enough trust to make your, for me to take your advice. What? That doesn't even make any sense. What is going on, EA? What's going on with this stuff, man? So if my players don't want to play for me because of this, I'm gonna lose it. There we go. Finally have our skill points here that we can use. James Cook, his morale is down because I said that he's a starter. Makes sense. Yeah, definitely makes sense. We're gonna get his elusiveness up a little bit. Spin move, juke move. I'll also be using him a lot in the passing game, so let's do that, as his morale now is -2. So I don't know, things that you don't really like to see. I think we have some captaincies available, so we're actually going to set that up as well before we get started. But there we go, man. New little feature that they've added to Madden 25. I'm going to increase his zone ranking because when we're on defense, I would like to, I guess it'll be a combo depending on how much we blitz. Otherwise we'll be playing in zone. There we go, we got that up. The boys' morale is already down in the dumpster. Not a good start, but I'm happy with all these skill points that we have. We're gonna get these guys going up in overall. Yeah, let's go zone again. Why not? Why not for Cole Bishop? Let's see what he can do for us. There we go. Just go through all these players. I'm pumped, man. I'm excited. It's gonna definitely be a little bit of a different year this year, but we'll see. Yeah, I want to get his deep threat up a little bit. I want Keon Coleman to be a well-rounded receiver all the way around. Doesn't really seem like we can increase his speed at all, which is not the greatest. If we look at his speed, it's at 87, 88 acceleration. He has really good hands though. Juke move, coverage. We're gonna increase his physical. We're gonna use his size to his advantage. He stands at 6'3", so why not get that up a little bit? We're gonna set him as a captain too. Why not? Keon Coleman, you're a team captain. I want you to be more of a leader, and that C on your chest is gonna represent exactly that. For Josh Allen, we're just gonna improve his accuracy, get that up a little bit. I mean, everything else is pretty high in terms of overall, so let's just increase his accuracy a little bit there. Yeah, a lot of players to get through. Dalton Kincaid looking sweet in that red headband there. Vertical threat, yeah, why not? Let's get that deep route running release going a little bit more. So there we go, and I think that we should also set him as a captain. Why not? The young studs on offense will be named as captains here in 2024-2025 season. So Dalton Kincaid, Keon Coleman will be captains alongside Josh Allen. I think Deion Dawkins has a C as well. If not, he should. Yeah, we're gonna get through these guys. Now we have like Spencer Brown and stuff like that, so just gonna auto upgrade them and we will take it on the other side. All right, so now that all those skill points are out of the way, press conferences are out of the way, we will progress to the next week. Not doing too well right now in preseason, but I'm not too worried about it. We're not playing, we're not taking control of them, so it's just preseason, boys. No need to get too excited. Greg Rousseau, let's increase his power rushing. Him and Von Miller coming off the edge, dual threat. Definitely two nice players to have. And then we'll just auto upgrade the rest. So there we go, just making our way through here. Let me know what team you guys are using, as Micah Hyde goes to the Cleveland Browns for a 1-year contract. So the Browns, man, they look scary on paper. They have a really good roster. We'll see if Deshaun Watson and those boys can put it together, see what they can do. But that does it for the preseason. We got through all those weeks. We went 0-3 in preseason, but again, not too worried about that. We have to cut 19 players, the unfortunate part of preseason football. We'll go through, make our cuts, have a couple of press conferences to get through, and then it's time for week 1 against the Cardinals. All right, let's see what this press conference holds for us, as we're in the last week. Or I guess it's media availability. Yep. So, all right, coach, we talk all the time about a team's identity. What can the fans expect from your defense this season? Well, if you ask, stopping the run, shut down the passing game, create turnovers and sacks. I mean, that's create turnovers and sacks, man. That's what I want our identity to be. I want to go after the quarterback, force him to make mistakes. It's going to be tough on all Madden, no doubt about it, but that's what we're going to want to do. And what does this successful season look like? Oh man, I think I just set ourselves up for failure. 18 interceptions or 40 sacks. I think it might be a little bit easier to get the sacks, hopefully. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes out. I'm not too worried about these press conferences. I guess if we get 40 sacks on the season, we'll get a bit of a boost there. So why not? That's just what I went for. Upgrade these boys here. And then we should be good. We have some skill points here, so why not? Let's start to allocate that. Let's build up our coach. What do we have here? These are just purchasing the talents for offensive and defensive coordinators. Taking a look at our offensive coordinators, what's his ideology? Quarterback guru, throw on the run, throw under pressure, and then nothing else really there. And then we have linebacker guru and man secondary. So not bad. I like upgrading the offensive coordinator talent trees because it gives our players boosts. So we'll just go for the hands-on offense there. Same with the defensive coordinator stuff. So we'll start on offense. And then quickly, in terms of the playbook, we will be sticking to the Buffalo playbook, offense and defense. Want to keep it somewhat authentic. You know, we'll be running through the plays that the Bills have in their playbook. But that does it for the preseason, boys. We fast forward to the next week to officially mark the start of the 2024 season in the Bills franchise. I like this screen here. We have a little outline of our divisions. Of course, week 1, everyone's 0-0. Set season goal. Our season goal will be to make the playoffs. Of course, you know, in our hearts, we want to win the Super Bowl. That is the end-all be-all at all times. But in terms of judging, we'll go for making the playoffs. And then we have to choose our draft class. I don't think there are really any files created yet. So we'll just keep the auto-generated rookies and we'll see what we're looking for there. And then I will quickly just go through the scouts. I will make the changes. We'll set our scouts in terms of their assignments. We'll take a look at some of the prospects. Actually, let's take a quick look at the prospects now. So it looks like Junior Keenan is the #1 rated prospect right now in this early mock draft. Luke Weathers, and then we have a couple of quarterbacks in Braden Gordon, Ian Wolfe. So not bad. A lot of offensive linemen there. So we'll start to get a little bit more information on these guys as the season progresses. But yeah, like I said, let me go ahead and set up our scouts, get that all set up, ready to go, and then we should be good to jump into the week 1 matchup against the Cardinals. Got the scouts all set up and ready to go for this season. So in National, we're going to go with a 3-star, prioritizing corners and wide receivers. Definitely want to get a little bit more talent there. Why not? Out west, we have a 1-star looking at some offensive tackles and outside linebackers, central offensive tackles and defensive tackles. Northeast, we have a 2-star for defensive tackles and offensive tackles. And then southeast, safeties and corners. So that's kind of the priority there in terms of getting some skill position players, shearing up the offensive line and defensive line as well, given that we have a couple more veteran players in those positions, and then getting our secondary up to standards as well. So that's the priorities for this season, and we will keep track of the scouting as we move along. But now that's all that's taken care of. Looks like we have another media interview. I just want to get into the game, man. I want to get into Highmark Stadium for our season opener, for our home opener. But they're asking what area of the team is the strongest. I mean, I guess I'll just go with the offense based on having Josh Allen there. And what part of our defense worries us the most? I wish I didn't even answer this question. I'm just going to say run defense. What specifically? What does this lady want from me? What does this reporter want from me? She's setting me up for failure. I don't know. Linebackers. Sure, why not? We want our linebackers to be more consistent. What would success look like? Because starting linebackers combining for 200 tackles. I don't know. I feel like this reporter is really out against us. Doesn't seem like it's a very coach-friendly press conference. I don't think I'm going to attend any more press conferences there. Thank you very much. But nevertheless, that should do it. Weekly strategy against the Cardinals. Want to contain the QB scramble. We want to make sure we keep Kyler Murray in check. So we're going to do that. And then what do we want to do in terms of our game plan? I'm just going to leave it as run inside because I don't want any negatives to our passing game. And then our focus players, so Cole Bishop, yes. Keon Coleman, yes. Ray Davis. I know he's a rookie. He's 24, though, which is the same age as James Cook. I don't know if I necessarily agree with having him as one of our focus players. Let's see. Who else would I rather have? Part of me is leaning towards Dalton Kincaid, and he is an 80 overall now, so we might actually move him up to be our starting tight end. Let's see, is there anyone else that is really worthwhile? I'd say Kaiir Elam. I want to get Kaiir Elam. I want his overall to increase a little bit. I do plan on making him the starting cornerback. I think we might trade Rasul Douglas. We'll see how it goes. It's not, nothing is for certain just yet. But that is kind of my early season prediction. And then we're going to go all out offense for our weekly game plan. So just gonna sim through that training. I'm not too worried about actually playing through it. But there we go. We got all the housekeeping out of the way. Everything is set up and ready to go. And now please let me hop in. We still have some skill points here. I'll never say no to that. I forgot that Valdez Scanting is actually on this team, so that's pretty cool too. Why not? Former Chief. Mike Edwards, former Chief as well. So it looks like our biggest rivals were taking some of their players. Hopefully they can give the Bills some insider information, but we'll see how it goes. So let's get Cole Bishop upgraded there, and then we should be good to just auto upgrade these guys here. So there we go. All that's left now is to welcome the fans back at Highmark Stadium. On paper, we're an 82 overall, so this is honestly one of the lowest overalls I've seen the Bills have in Madden in quite some time. There we go, boys. The time has finally come. You can do what you want in the preseason, in the offseason. If you can't put it together on the football field, then none of it matters. Josh Allen, it's time for an MVP type season. He's going to lead the boys out there, welcoming the fans back at Highmark Stadium. Let's get it going, boys. I'm pumped. Let's start the season off strong. Let's get the dub. Let's go, man. The fans are hyped up and ready to go. Of course, last season ended with a home playoff game lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Not what you want to see there. We get a sneak peek at Marvin Harrison Jr. warming up. So Arizona's got some weapons. There's no doubt about it. We can't take them lightly. We got to put together a great performance here. Take care of business at home and start the season off well. Picking up the win as the boys making their way out to the field, led by none other than Josh Allen. Let's go, man. It's time to take it to the Cardinals. Let's put on a show. Let's pick up a big dub here to start the season off. Go Bills. I have to say the presentation's pretty good. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but if you've ever been to a Bills game, hear that music in the background, you know things are about to pop off as we have a little quick look at the new kickoff rule in the NFL. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I think it's a decent change. You know, it'll definitely bring a little bit more excitement to the kickoff. Maybe you won't see as many touchbacks as you normally do in seasons prior, but we'll see. I feel like if guys start taking it to the house, then teams will just start to take the touchback anyways, take it from the 35. Taking a look at our offense here, our playbook. I went through the Bills playbook and I started to find some plays that I do like. So we'll see how it goes in the season as Ray Davis gets us started off with the first rush of the game, picks up 12. We will get him involved. I know that one play there, the halfback stretch, is specifically designed for Ray Davis. So don't get it mistaken. I know we said there really is no position battle, but I just think that was a little bit of an unfair question to ask so early in the season, as James Cook, who that's been kind of his problem in his career, having those soft hands and fumbling the ball, and he takes a big hit. Buda Baker knocks the ball loose. And after a great run from Ray Davis, we hand it off to James Cook. I mean, he took the hit stick, fumbles the ball, and there goes our offensive drive. Not what you want to see. I know that's been kind of the label stuck onto the Buffalo Bills are those turnovers, whether it's Josh Allen or James Cook there. And I think it's a little unfair, but I mean, big hit, knocks the ball loose. Not what you want to see to start this one off as we try to lay the hit down on the big tight end there. Zach Ertz, is that him? I'm not sure. No, it's McBride. Now, Zach Ertz isn't there. He's on Washington. He's on Washington this season, so there we go, boys. Not the start that you wanted whatsoever as we stop James Conner. 3rd and 4. Come on, boys. Let's get a big stop here. Let's bail out our offense. Ball goes up. It's a beautiful pass from Kyler Murray. Did you guys see the loft on that? I thought that would have either been incomplete or picked off. But I mean, that was just a perfect throw from Kyler Murray, who's back from injury. And he's shown the Cardinals that he still has that capability of being a franchise quarterback. Ball goes up, another big catch. And Arizona is no joke right now. Already marching their way down the field. They're at the 4-yard line. It's a handoff to James Conner. We stop him just shy. If we can force him to 3 points, that'll be a win in my book. We're going to be sending pressure now down the middle. James Conner, not James Cook. James Conner's there. Can we get one final big stop? It's a passing play. Ball goes up. We try to get the hit in. And Kyler Murray finds Trent McBride, and Arizona get the first touchdown of the game. Highmark Stadium is shocked. A lot of excitement to start the season off, and it starts off with a fumble, and then Arizona come down and get themselves on the board. So not an ideal start, to say the least, but let's go. And we're gonna wake up now. Let's get focused, boys. All right, let's take a break from the ground game. Let's get the ball in the air with Josh Allen. So I see Keon Coleman there, a little back shoulder throw, beautiful connection, and you're going to be seeing that all season long. Allen to Coleman. Pressure comes in, but we have Kincaid there. Easy completion, pickup of 4. Yeah, should have James Cook. Easy as you like. A little spin move there. Beautiful stuff. I'm going to go back to the ground here with Ray Davis. He had an electric run to start it off, and this one is good as well. Not as many yards, but still a decent run. Picks up about 5. Let's go, boys. We're doing a good job so far on offense. Let's keep marching down. I see Coleman again. Get that one up. Takes the hit, just can't hold on. No worries, though. Once we start getting his overall ratings up a little bit, just in terms of catching traffic and stuff, he'll be making those plays all day long. Took a hit there, couldn't hold on, but it's all good, boys. 3rd and 5. Let's just get this first down. I see Shakir right in the middle. And there we go, boys. Clean football. That's what I want to see. And go back to the screen pass. Hopefully it doesn't result in a fumble this time. There's a flag on the play. Might be a holding. Either a holding or a roughing the passer. What do we have here, ref? Roughing the passer. And there we go. Definitely will take that. The one thing I do like about the additional, or the new plays rather, in Madden 25 are all these goal line formations. As we're just going to take this one to the house with Josh Allen. You know he can do it with his arms. He can definitely do it with his legs. I don't want to run him too much. I don't want him to get hurt. He's our franchise quarterback. But you know that that's a weapon right there. And Josh Allen takes it to the house. I like this play, man. If there's nothing, you can just swing out wide with the quarterback and take it to the house. And Josh Allen, who else, gets to start it off on the ground with a touchdown. And we're an extra point away from tying it up. Let's go, boys. That's exactly the answer we needed there. And after that drive, we get to listen to the Bills touchdown song, man. Nothing gets me more hyped up than that. As I went to a Bills game a few years ago, and the atmosphere is just absolutely electric. All Madden difficulty is no joke. And it has been difficult as that one's in the air and Marvin Harrison gets wide open. It's a beautiful throw on time, on target. And Kyler Murray slinging it so far to start this one off. As we send the linebackers there, blitz them, and we take him for a tackle for loss. We hold James Conner. Beautiful stuff there, boys. 2nd and 11. Looks like Kyler's going to throw it. I saw that one all day long. I just couldn't get to the spot in time with Matt Milano. I'm just going to pass commit here underneath. It's a play action. They go down the middle. The pressure gets to Kyler Murray. Gregory Rousseau gets the first sack of the season. Lets Kyler Murray know what's going on. And Arizona are forced to punt. That's more like a defense. Let's go. What a punt there. It takes it at the 2-yard line. So not only is the quarterback having the game of his life, but so is the punter, I guess. Arizona really pushed us back here. Let's see if we can just get a little bit more separation and pick up about 2 on the play there. Not ideal whatsoever. We're going to have to march a long way down the field just to get even in field goal position as we lose a yard there. Come on, boys. I see Kincaid underneath. Can he get it for a first down? He does exactly that. A lot of speed, a lot of strength. And Dalton Kincaid is there all day long, baby. Arizona sends pressure. That was a dangerous throw as the safety was creeping in. I saw the pressure, so I wanted to get rid of it quick. But that could have been really bad there. I'll take the incompletion, considering how that one was looking. We'll take the screen pass again to James Cook. Great stuff there. Takes another big hit. James Cook is taking a beating so far, but he's able to hold on there, and he picks up the first down. Let's go, boys. Arizona might be sending pressure again. Something to keep an eye out on, but we have Dawson Knox on the corner. Great conversion there. Space opened up. We'll just take the underneath stuff. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you in order to set up the deep stuff later on. I like that tight end drive play because the wide receiver out wide gets into a one-on-one position most of the time. And with a guy like Keon Coleman, he can moss people. And he'll be doing that definitely a lot in his career, as we're forced to run here with Josh Allen. And we got to do what we got to do. Pressure is coming in. Allen turns on the jets, and he's able to take it out of bounds. All right, let's see if we can get Keon Coleman in a one-on-one situation here. Ball goes up. He doesn't even have to jump for it. Beautiful throw on the money, and that's another big conversion. That's definitely going to be one of our go-tos in this franchise mode. I love that play, and I love getting Keon Coleman one-on-one as we take it out wide, and that run goes nowhere. Actually goes backwards for a loss of 4. As we have Dawson Knox there. Gets it about the 2-yard line. He's holding his back, though. Don't tell me he got hurt on the play. He's actually getting stretchered off. Or no, they're just stretching him out. Maybe it's just a bit of a cramp or muscle spasm or something like that. But Dawson Knox laying out to make the play. And now can we convert here for a touchdown as Curtis Samuel is open, but he drifts out of bounds. What is that animation? Booth review. Come on, boys. That should have been an easy touchdown. Come on. Please tell me he kept his feet in there. No, why is he running like that? I was holding X for the possession catch. He's like glitching out. What is that, EA? Come on, boys. Oh, it was a touchdown. So, ooh, pulled hamstring. He's going to be hurt. So we're going to have to Substitute him out. Not what you want to see, boys. Early on in the season, Dawson Knox is injured. But still, beautiful touchdown. A little glitchy of an animation, but Curtis Samuel gets his first touchdown as a Buffalo Bill. And let's go, boys. Back-to-back solid drives. Took a lot of time off the clock. And now we just need our defense to hold on here as we finish off the second quarter. We can go into halftime with the lead. Highmark Stadium is absolutely buzzing right now. Matt Milano's there. I saw that one all day, and McBride is still able to hold on. We're going to get a pick like that sooner or later. I read that one all day. 2nd and 6 now. They take it out flat, and he drops that one. And that's going to do it for the second quarter. So not bad from defense. Great couple of drives on offense after the early fumble from James Cook. So far, so good, boys. Clean, confident football is exactly what I want to see. Let's take it to the second half. So the Cardinals get us started off here in the second half. We're going to send some pressure here as we stop James Conner behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. We're taking everything out wide. They go underneath. Pick up about 5 on the play. We're going to pass commit here. 3rd and 6. Watching the underneath stuff. And there goes Kyler. Exactly what I talked about. We can't even tackle him there. Kyler stays on his feet after Rasul Douglas tried to lay down the hit stick. I think that would have been behind the line of scrimmage. As they go back to the ground game. And the boys are all over that one. Minimal pickup of just 1. And it looks like Kyler kept it and he made a mistake. He goes down. And is that Von Miller? Yes, it is. Von Miller with the sack. Doing a little bit of a celebration. He's benching, boys. Von Miller is benching on the football field. Don't give him anything over the top. Come on, boys. This should do it for this drive. Don't give him anything easy, boys. We're watching everything back there. Kyler keeps it. It's a fumble. The pressure comes in. He's able to retain it, unfortunately. But Kyler Murray gets taken out by Russo again. All right, a lot of players in the box. They might be sending pressure. We have to be very aware of what's going on. It looks like Dawson Knox is actually back in the game. Even though I told him to sub out. That might be because we don't have an additional tight end. But Josh Allen takes it out wide, does what he does best, improvises, buys himself some more time, felt the pressure coming in. And he's able to find Dawson Knox there for a beautiful conversion. We're going to take it out wide again with Ray Davis, and we get some great blocking up top. Great spin move by Davis, the rookie out of Kentucky. Maybe there will be a wide receiver battle. Sorry, not a wide receiver battle, a running back battle for this season. I mean, if Ray Davis keeps doing that, it's going to be hard not to pencil him in as RB1. But not bad at all. Pressure is coming in again. We're going to take it with Josh Allen. We're just going to take it with his legs. Step out of bounds, why not? Picks up a first down. Let's go, boys. You feel that pressure coming in, don't even bother messing about. Just take it out. Let's go, boys, man. We're playing well so far to start this third quarter. Pressure comes in. I see Khalil Shakir down the middle. Little juke move, and he finds his way into the end zone. Khalil Shakir, one of the bright spots of last season's wide receiver room, continues his consistent performance here. Gets himself a touchdown in week 1 against the Cardinals. I love having him as a slot receiver, man. He's an absolute weapon there. Jukes around a couple of guys, takes a hit, but still finds his way in the end zone. And that's another clean drive, another touchdown. Go Bills, man. We're doing a great job so far. Let's keep it going. All right, Cardinals, what do you guys have for us to start this one? It looks like they're going to keep it in the air. The ball goes out wide. It was in the air a little bit. I tried to get there with Terrell Bernard, and we forced the incompletion. This one goes back. That's a good slant route by Marvin Harrison Jr., and you can't forget about him. Are they going to be running it here? They do. They hand it off to James Conner, and he takes it out wide right. And that's a big pickup on the ground for him. Just going to pinch the defense in a little bit. Just in case they decide to run, they do. And once again, James Conner's able to not only find space, but just absolutely truck Taylor Rapp, I think that was. Sends him to the ground, and all we can do is hold on for dear life as Arizona are at the 1-yard line. It's a run, but we do a great job of reading that. Don't give him anything easy. It's another run. We're getting there with Bishop. The defensive line is there, and it's another tackle for loss So we push him back from the 1 yard line all the way to the 6. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal, boys. One final stand to force them into a field goal, and the middle is wide open. Nobody was there. And that is an easy touchdown for Zay Jones. Well, what better way to answer back than with a touchdown of our own? I saw Coleman in some space, and thankfully that one was not picked off. Let's go, boys. We need to clean it up a little bit. I see Khalil Shakir making his way down the middle. Beautiful route running again. And Josh Allen was able to find him for the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's go, boys. A little bit more of the same, and we should be good. We're going to go back to the running game here. Don't want our offense to be too predictable. And Ray Davis, once again, is able to get in space, and another great spin move. And he's having himself one heck of a Bills debut. Incredible stuff from him so far. We're going to run a screenplay here for James Cook. Get him involved. Can we get a block in front of us? We do. James Cook makes a man miss. Picks up a big chunk of yards there. I saw Khalil Shakir making his way, but the pressure came in and we did not have enough time to allow that route to develop. But let's see. Can we find Keon Coleman here? No, but we should have Dawson Knox right down the middle. A little bit of an awkward throw on the back foot, but if anyone can do it, Josh Allen can. Let's go, boys. We're just going to take it on the ground with Josh Allen. There was really not much there. Pocket was collapsing. We had to step up. Yeah, we'll take James Cook underneath. Good little spin move. Great juke move. And we are only 4 yards away from extending our lead. 1st and goal at the 4. Can we find ourselves another touchdown? We do, and I'm going to get this one to Keon Coleman. We probably could have just ran it into the end zone with Josh Allen, but why not get the Bills rookie receiver his first career touchdown? Get it off just in time, and I love that play, man. You call that one right on in the end zone, and you're going to have a lot of options to score a touchdown, and Keon Coleman is just one of the couple of guys that were wide open. We're going to pass commit here. You'd think Arizona being 2 touchdowns down. Kyler Murray scrambles a bit. We did a great job on coverage there, but what I was going to say was you'd think that Arizona being 2 scores down, as we just get all sorts of discombobulated. Kyler Murray scrambling, still with it, and he has to throw that one loose. They will be throwing it a lot, and we will be committing to that pass coverage. He's open in the middle. They take that one there. Benford is there, but he's unable to get to it, and that is an incredible catch. How does that happen? Wilson is able to make the reception. What is that, man? That is just unbelievable stuff. It's a screen pass. James Conner picks up a few and also goes out of bounds. We just can't catch a break, man. That pass goes back. Lay the hit in with Benford, but he's unable to drop James Conner. Come on, boys. Let's get a big stop here. Couple of options there. Couldn't get to him in time, and that's another big pickup for this Cardinals offense. Ball goes in, and who else than Marvin Harrison Jr. on the quick slant. Kyler Murray gets the ball off. The pressure was coming in, but all he needed was about a second. And this Cardinals offense picks up another quick touchdown in a matter of about a minute. A little nail biting there at the end. The Cardinals offense really turned it on, but thankfully our offense played a very clean game. That does it for this one, boys. 28-21 victory in our first game of the season. Offense dominated. Defense, it's going to take some work to figure it out, but nevertheless, it's enough to get the job done. I like what I saw. A lot of good key points there, and what can you say? We pick up the dub and we keep it moving. That's exactly the start you'd like to see this season. Josh Allen went for 247 and 2 touchdowns. He had one on the ground as well. So really nice stuff for the first game this season. We now have a divisional opponent, the Miami Dolphins, who have weapons coming out left, right, and center. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, OBJ is there as well. The newly extended Tua Tagovailoa getting paid as well. So, man, it's going to be a problem. They got really good weapons. We're going on the road for this one. It's never easy going into Miami. Historically, though, the Bills recently have been doing well against them. But as you can see on paper, we're outmatched. 85 overall to an 82 overall. But, hey, we got Josh Allen. He is the difference maker. let's just hop into a quick press conference here before we play in week 2 against the Dolphins. And what are they going to ask us now? I feel like every time they set us up for failure, no matter what. How do I feel about the result in the season opener? I feel great. Very happy with how we won. Who deserves the most credit? I mean, definitely has to be the offense. Our defense had a couple of good stops, but otherwise really not much there. And then who gets the game ball? I think we're just going to go for our wide receivers. I want Keon Coleman to get a bit of an XP boost there. He did play well. He made some really nice catches. Same with Khalil Shakir. He played really well. So there we go, boys. Press conference is out of the way. We finally had one that didn't set us up for failure. We'll get the weekly strategy out of the way. I think we'll just defend the inside run. Might even do defend the outside run with Mostert and Achane. It'll be a bit of a problem. Run inside there and just quickly set up these goals. I usually just go for 2+ passing touchdowns, 300 yards. Just want to get the points, you know, that's all it comes down to. And then let's just simulate the training, get our focus players a little bit more XP, and things are looking good so far to start the season. We have some of our key players getting upgrades as well. Dalton Kincaid and Keon Coleman. We'll do the vertical threat again for Kincaid. And then for Keon Coleman, I think, let's see here, deep threat. I mean, he's got like pretty good stats all around, but I think I'll just get his physical up again. Just get that catch in traffic up. The spectacular catch, the L1, playing on PlayStation, so it's L1 for me. We'll definitely have to try that out at some point this season. But there we go, boys. Got that stuff out of the way. All that's left now is a Thursday night primetime game in Miami, Hard Rock Stadium against the Dolphins. Here we go, man. It won't be easy, but I know we can do it. Let's go. So it's a big time Thursday night primetime matchup here. The Bills against the Dolphins in the AFC East for the first time this season. It's not going to be easy, but I'm glad we're playing Miami in Miami early on. We all know that Tua does not play well when the weather gets cold. So we'll welcome him to Buffalo later on this season. We'll get this one out of the way, man. They got a lot of weapons. They're 1-0 on the season as well, so it won't be easy. But I know if we keep playing our game, keep playing clean offense, and just figure it out on defense, we'll be all right. Let's just jump right into it. We're going to start it on the ground with Ray Davis. Go out wide. Minimal pickup of about 1. Pickup of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9, pressure comes in early. We find Curtis Samuel, makes a big spin move, makes a man miss, still on his feet. Curtis Samuel, the new addition this offseason, takes it to the house. And that's how you get things started off, boys. The Dolphins send pressure early, leave a huge gap over the middle to Curtis Samuel, and he turns on the jets. That's one thing he can do. He's got a lot of speed. Josh Allen finds him, beautiful spin move right on the reception. And then sheds that tackle there, takes it to the house. And the Bills are on top to start this one off. Took one pass, and we find the end zone. Now it's time for the defense to step up. A lot of weapons on this Miami offense. Let's see if we can do it. There's a flag on the play. Might be a holding call. Tua fumbles it. Can we recover it? I don't know what Tua was thinking going for that. There is a penalty on the play. It's a holding on the offense. We're declining it. And just like that, we retain possession. Tua, who's had concussion problems in the past, decides to keep it, runs, takes a big hit. We poke the ball loose. And that is what I'm talking about, defense. Let's go, boys. I'm surprised Tua didn't try to slide there. I definitely thought he would have. But this time we get the ball to James Cook. Makes one man miss with a great juke move. Tries to take the spin move, but he's tackled out of bounds. Let's see. If Miami sends pressure, we send it to Coleman. They do send pressure. Khalil Shakir's there. The pass is behind him, though. We were kind of floating on the back foot. Let's go, boys. Let's take advantage of this field position. I see Knox there. Can he hold on? The hit knocks the ball loose as the former Buffalo Bill there, Jordan Poyer, combines with Jalen Ramsey to knock that one loose. Gonna just make some changes here. Let's see if we can find something. Knox, can you pick up that block? Just didn't react in time. I would have taken it with Josh Allen, but we needed that block from Dawson Knox. He didn't get it. And Tyler Bass is going to come out for the field goal. Should be an easy one. Right down the sticks. It's unfortunate that we couldn't turn that fumble into a touchdown, but we still get a field goal out of it. Defense, I want more of the same. Take away the options. Tua's under pressure and he goes down. Daquan Jones with a big time sack. And the Miami crowd is stunned. They don't know what hit him. A big buffalo coming through town has hit him. That's what. We're taking away anything underneath. They find Tyreek, but that's all right. They pick up about 4 on the play. And we'll let Tyreek Hill do that all day long if I'm concerned. Once again, we're going to shade over the top. We're going to commit to the pass. Don't give him anything here, boys. I'm staying with Tyreek, or that's not Tyreek. Tyreek is right there, but that's all good. Again, we take him down. If they want to keep going underneath, that's fine by me. And just like that, back-to-back incredible defensive possessions, and Miami is forced to punt. We challenge Jalen Ramsey. Pressure comes in. Again, just going to take it underneath. I want to do it, but I'm also a little hesitant. I'm not going to lie. I know Jalen Ramsey is a really good corner. And if we're going to have the underneath stuff, we'll just take it. No need to force anything, as we're just going to hand this one off to Ray Davis. Great spin move there. Almost made a man miss with the juke. They might be sending pressure here. Miami loves to do that. And because they do that, we're just going to send it to James Cook, who makes Jalen Ramsey miss with a beautiful spin move. And once again, it's just reading and reacting. If they want to send pressure, then we're going to let them do that. And we're just going to take the quick stuff. See if we can set up the screen pass here. We do that. James Cook, turn on the jets. And there we go. Another easy first down. Let's go, man. We're marching. Keon Coleman should be there. Almost gets the diving catch. That would have been incredible. Just comes out of his fingertips. We had to send it a little bit further out wide, given that I believe that was Ramsey or Poyer, one of the guys. Come on, boys. Let's get a big time conversion here. Get that one up to Dawson Knox, but the hit knocks it loose. Those plays are there, but it's just a matter of not being able to hold on, which is really hurting us right now, and we're just gonna have to settle for another field goal. So the Dolphins have been really reluctant to run so far. It looks like they're not gonna run again. This time they go through the middle to Achane. Matt Milano lays down a big hit. It's another short gain on the play. But they're really liking this this short passing game right now, as Odell Beckham Jr. picks up the reception there. We're going to send pressure here. It's a play action, and we're all over it. Like bread on butter. Or butter on bread. Tua's on the ground. Greg Rousseau gets himself another sack. It's a pitch. They play it out to Achane. Thankfully, though, Johnson is there. Take him down. 3rd and 18. We can afford to give him something underneath, with it being 3rd and 18. And it's a screen play, and that is not going to do it. What are they doing over there? And that's fine by me, boys. Another great defensive possession there. And we force another punt. I want to try to get the ball positioned on the right side of the field so that we can take Coleman one-on-one with the corner, because I don't necessarily want to go one-on-one as Dalton Kincaid. What happened there? That looked like an easy reception. Just wanted to go for a possession catch, and the ball comes loose and is almost picked off. Our receivers have been letting us down as we have Curtis Samuel over the top. We find the space. Turn on the jets, Curtis Samuel. He takes it to the house for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Let's go. Miami wants to send pressure. Again, we kept going underneath, kept taking what the defense was giving us, and it was only a matter of time before the over the top opened up, and Curtis Samuel finds himself in acres of space. Too quick, too strong. We get ourselves a beautiful touchdown there. Is Miami finally going to run it? They haven't been able to do anything yet on offense. And yep, there goes Achan. They hand it off to him. 2nd and inches. Let's see. Is Miami going to try something here? 2nd and inches. They go underneath. We were almost there with Bernard, and it's OBJ with another short reception. We're going to shade over the top again, but we might have to switch that to underneath. I just feel like it's only a matter of time before they take a deep shot, and I should have been there with Terrell Bernard. I pinched a little bit on the play action and left all that space for Jonnu Smith. And Miami find themselves in the red zone. Line. Beautiful sack there from Matt Milano. We send the linebackers blitzing, sending pressure. We're gonna shade underneath because it's what they've been going to all night long. It's a play action. We're sticking with the play action. Tua stays on him. Milano got down there. I wanted to lay the hit stick on him. We're going to call a timeout. 38 seconds left. We probably could have done a little bit of a better job in terms of clock management, but we should be able to get into at least field goal range in 38 seconds as this one goes up, and that's an easy chip shot. So Miami finally get on the board. It's a field goal, so great job by our defense to withstand that pressure. Curtis Samuel's having himself one heck of a game. Miami is stacking the box. Everyone is near the line of scrimmage. So we're just going to find James Cook on that seam. Beautiful stuff there, and we're going to call a quick timeout. Can we get this one to Kincaid? He goes up, and he comes down with it. Incredible catch there from Dalton Kincaid. We're going to quickly call the timeout. Earlier in the game, he kind of let one through his fingertips. And that time, he goes one-on-one with Jalen Ramsey and just absolutely snags that one home. What a catch there. And that's probably going to be intercepted. I thought we had the space. Thankfully, that wasn't intercepted. Yeah, pressure comes in and we find Keon Coleman all day long. Unfortunately, it looks like it's just going to be too little too late. Yeah, we run out of time. Miami send the pressure. We're doing a really good job of picking up the blitz when it comes. We found Keon Coleman there just to pad the stats a little bit. But hey, 20-3 at halftime. I mean, if you would have told me that at the start of the game, I would have taken it like there was no tomorrow. So not bad at all. Take a look at around the league there. But hey, it's been a pretty good first half. More of the same in the second, and we'll be just fine. We're going to send the blitz early here. It's a run play, and HN is able to squeak out somehow, but only a pickup of 2. As it's a run play there. We should be there. HN fights off one tackle, but still just shy of the first down. We're going to blitz our linebackers again. It's another run play. He finds just enough space to pick up the first down. We did a great job of stopping that, but 3rd and 1, it's always tough. Again, shade underneath until Miami show us otherwise. Yeah, there it is to Tyreek. We're there all day long. Pickup of 2 on the play. I mean, you have the fastest guy in the NFL, and you're just content with letting him go underneath. What is going on? How did the Cardinals have a better offensive performance against us than the Miami Dolphins? It just doesn't make sense. And Tua goes down as Von Miller looks to be back in form, recovering from the injury, bodying Tua while he's on the ground as well, getting in the face, punches somebody, gets himself another sack, and it's 3rd and 14. Again, watch anything over the top. Great coverage by Terrell Bernard. Bring Tyreek down, and that's going to be another punt. I mean, we're just locking him down. Terrell Bernard is taking care of 2 guys in his zone. No problem whatsoever. And it's another punt. Let's go, boys. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is exactly the type of defensive performance I wanted to see. Definitely giving me a lot more confidence. I mean, I guess the Arizona offense is just elite. And after going through the air, we're going to take it back on the ground here with Ray Davis. Take it out wide. Let's go. Get going, Ray. Beautiful stuff there. We're going to take it again, but this time on the left side. Why not? Take it out wide, Ray. Nice little spin move there. Picks up 4 on the play. Not bad at all. That's going to set up a little screen play. Get it out wide to James Cook. There you go, James. Beautiful job pick up another first down. And now it's time to moss somebody with Keon Coleman. It's time. Unless Miami send pressure, they do. And we have Dalton Kincaid wide open. They sent pressure. Oh, sorry, it's not Kincaid, it's McKitty. Normally R1 is Kincaid. But I'll take it there. 2nd and 1. This time we try to go out wide with Ray Davis and they read it well. They don't send pressure. We should have it. Ball goes up. What happened there? I was holding triangle and he didn't jump. Nah, we're running that back. 17-point lead. We're running that back, man. That should have been an easy completion there. No, pressure comes in and we go down. I was looking at Keon Coleman. He was double covered. Miami get the ball back at the 50-yard line. We're going to send pressure here. It's a pitch. And we're there. And Ep1 absolutely wrecks Cole Bishop. Except he gets himself an interception. We bait 2 into thinking that Jonnu Smith was open, and Cole Bishop is there. The rookie gets himself his first interception of his young NFL career after getting trucked by Ep1. Comes back the next play and gets himself an interception, celebrating with the boys. And there we go. Perfect baiting of Jonnu Smith. Get going, Ray. Beautiful spin move, Ray. All right, we're going to call Keon's number again. He should have had it last time. Nah, we're just going to take it underneath. If, depending on his position where he's located, I usually like to call that play if the receiver is still behind the corner. Then we just pass lead it down. And it just seemed to me like the better option was to go underneath. Pressure comes in. Nothing's there. And we try to get rid of it. And we get sacked for an incredible loss of 20. And we're just going to have to punt it away. I tried to get rid of the ball, but it was just not a good offensive drive there whatsoever. And Cole Bishop nearly went back to back. But that time, Jonnu Smith's able to hold on. Should have covered that. Instead, I kind of committed down. And OBJ somehow stays on his feet and Miami get the first touchdown of the game. It is what it is. I mean, not the greatest possession there on defense. Same could be said about our last offensive drive. We're going to try to burn the clock a little bit. Take it out wide with Ray Davis. And that is a lot of space for our rookie running back. He gets forced out of bounds, but not bad at all. 9 rushes for 57. We're going to go back to the right side. It might be an offside penalty for the defense. Let's see what the ref has to say about that. Yep, that's exactly it. And we're just going to take it. 1st and 5. Why not? Yeah, take it to James Cook, and he drops it. Come on, boys. What's going on with these easy drops today? Yeah, Khalil Shakir right down the middle. Put your head down and get going. And now we call our goal line specialty play right here. And we got Dalton Kincaid all day in space. Gets himself into the end zone. Another touchdown. We extend the lead back to 17. Clean offensive drive once again. Josh Allen has having himself an excellent game. Kincaid takes his way into the end zone. And that should be enough to seal the deal here against Miami. What a game. I mean, the defense just absolutely stepped up in this one. I was really thinking that it was going to be an offensive showdown going back and forth, but our defense had other plans, and I love it. Big hit, forces the ball loose. Let's go, boys. What a hit. Braxton Berrios can't hold on as Jones lays the hit stick down. It's a 17-point game. We're already in field goal position anyways. We're just going to run it, burn the clock. Maybe we could even get Ray a touchdown. What a great run. He's averaging 7.3 yards per carry. Unfortunately, we had an injury, so we had to use up one of our timeouts. A little bit of cheese there. Take it out wide. Davis stays on his feet. Jalen Ramsey's able to catch up to him, but I don't see why Miami would use their timeout. So we could honestly just take a knee and call it a day. The Miami fans are left speechless. They are booing the Dolphins off the field. Let it soak in, boys. You love hearing that sound as an away team. Sometimes hearing boos as an away team is better than hearing cheers as a home team. And man, oh man, everyone was thinking the Bills were going to be out. Man, they got rid of Trey White, Poyer, Hyde, traded away Diggs. Everybody was counting the Bills out, and just like that, we're 2-0. Again, it's still early. We're not going to get too ahead of ourselves, but we have weapons. We got a great defense. We have an MVP caliber quarterback. What more could you ask for? 2-0, baby. Let's go. Ray Davis gets himself an upgrade after that game. Well deserved. We're going to increase his power a little bit. He's been a really nice player for us so far to start the season off. Maybe there is a little bit of a running back controversy. Now that I think about it, I feel like either increasing offensive or defensive development would be a little bit better suited for us. I mean, yeah, having the coordinator skill tree upgraded is nice because it increases the players' overalls, but it's really just by like +1 or +2. And now as well, the coordinators that we have in terms of quick throw, secure the line for our offensive coordinator is not really the greatest, just in terms of what I'm prioritizing on the offensive side of the football. Defense, it's not bad, but I feel like we could definitely use the XP increases a little bit more. So I might just switch over to that side of the tree. I know it's, you know, a little counterintuitive because you could set it up to start your game off when you create your coach, but it's all right. We'll add the points there, and I feel like that might give us a little bit of a better use going forward. So we're now in week 3. We welcome the Jacksonville Jaguars to Highmark Stadium. They're 0-2 on the season so far. Again, they have a better overall, but I mean, so far that hasn't really mattered. We've been playing really well. Our defense is #1 ranked in opponent pass yards and rush yards per game. We're 5th in points per game. And then our offense is basically top 5 in points and pass yards. We don't really run the ball too much, so being in 30th is really no surprise there, but I mean, it's been incredible so far to start this season off. No doubt about that. Let's take a look at our division. We're 2-0, so we're sitting in first. The Jets with Aaron Rodgers are 2-0 as well. Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Looks like Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, depending on who is starting there, are off to a great start. The Chiefs are 1-1, and Houston, our boy Stephon Diggs playing with a new squad over there, they're 2-0 on the season. So it's still early days, but it's nice to just see what's going on in the NFL. Trevor Lawrence looks like he's having himself a really good season so far, but look at Josh Allen there in 3rd. So not bad at all, boys. Not bad at all. We can actually set our regional focus scouting. So I made an error earlier on. Now that I look at it, this scout here, Brian Axford, should have actually been positioned in central because he also specializes in outside linebackers. Then I would have been able to scout outside linebackers here and then offensive tackles here. So I made that mistake. My bad. What can you do? It's okay. We'll take it and move on. So we'll do offensive tackle here. I feel like either way, I'll just do outside linebacker. I know they don't specialize in it, but it's only a 5% boost, so it is what it is. And then for this position, we'll do defensive tackle. Get some scouting action going on over there. And for the Southeast, we'll go to cornerbacks. So there we go. Cornerback, defensive tackle, outside linebacker, and offensive tackle. And then when the time comes for national, I think we'll just do wide receiver. We'll get some more young talent in alongside Keon Coleman. So with all that out of the way, we take our skills back to Buffalo, back to Highmark Stadium. We welcome home the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thankfully, this time not in London. Just put together another solid performance, and hey, we can start off 3-0 on the season. That would be great. Let's keep it going. Back at home, the fans are loving what they're seeing. It's a new, it's a fairly new roster. A lot of young players in positions where we had some established veterans last season. But I mean, so far they've answered the call. I really can't complain. They've been playing well. Cole Bishop getting his first career interception last game. Curtis Samuel had a big game as well, picking up 2 touchdowns. So Hopefully we can keep that momentum going. It's been a great start to the season. I would love to see another great defensive performance out of the boys. But yeah, Josh Allen leading the way. Let's get right into it. I'm not afraid to take a shot early on. We're going to see what the situation looks like, as we'll just take it to Knox right there. Keon Coleman was going, but I mean, when you see Dawson Knox in that much space, you just can't say no. Yeah, and then this time we're going to send it to Keon Coleman. He snags it out of the air, and that's another big time reception as Lael Collins is down, and it looks like he's injured. We're going to take it out wide with Ray Davis here. We had some great success last season. Coleman was unable to block his man there, and unfortunately that takes away the space for just a minimal pickup of 1 on the play. We're going to take it to the screen pass now. Quick little dump off to James Cook, and Spencer Brown didn't get the block there, and now it's 3rd and 4. It's not the end of the world. We have Dawson Knox go up and get it. He comes down with it despite taking the big hit. And Dawson Knox, holding on to the football, climbs up the ladder, snags it home. And just like that, your Buffalo Bills get on the scoreboard early. Big time reception from our big tight end. Great pass on the money by Josh Allen. And you love to see that. Great start, boys. Oh no, this is not looking good, boys. Get him down. The space opened up. And that was a dangerous return as Jacksonville get it started in good field position. Let's not forget, actually, I didn't mention it earlier, but Gabe Davis, the former Bills wide receiver, making his return to Highmark Stadium, this time as a member of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this one goes out wide. I mean, Gabe Davis, he had some good moments with the Bills, but I mean, he also didn't necessarily have the best catch rate, would disappear at times. It's a shame because it looked like he had all the potential in the world to really make a name for himself here in Buffalo, but the Bills decided to go a different direction. And that is not good, as this one goes on the ground to Etienne, and this time we take him out. Big time tackle for loss there. Cole Bishop, we're going to watch the middle. That one goes up. Good reception there. So Jacksonville already looked to be off to a better start, as that one's there. Matt Milano just out of his reach, and Gabe Davis goes back to back. 2nd and inches now, and that is a beautiful interception by Cole Bishop. Turns on the Jets. Trevor Lawrence catches him, and that's back-to-back games with interceptions for Cole Bishop. This time it didn't take much. All he had to do was stand there, and he's directing the defense. All he had to do was stand there, and Trevor Lawrence just threw it to him. Don't know what happened there, but I will gladly take that. You don't see that often on all Madden, and you got to take it when you can, boys. Keon Coleman is in some space. This one goes up. We tried to take it over the top this time. Just not enough on the play. Yeah, we're just going to take this one right down the middle to Dawson Knox. Put your head down. Pick up the 1st down. Back to the run game here with Ray Davis. Unfortunately, just didn't have enough to take it out wide. And it's now 2nd and 10. We have to be aware of the blitz here. Jacksonville is kind of creeping up to the line of scrimmage, but we should have Dawson Knox there. Beautiful corner route by Dawson Knox, and that is the 2nd touchdown of the game for our tight end. He's got a lot of speed. He is a vertical threat, and these corners cannot deal with the size and the strength and the speed. We saw the pressure coming in, nobody over the top, and when you leave it one-on-one, it's game over. Josh Allen finds one of his favorite receivers in Dawson Knox, and just like that, boys, it's a 2-touchdown lead. Another great return down the middle, and that time he is gonna take it all the way. Almost happened the last time out, and this time it does, as Keelan Robinson takes it to the house. We're going to have to figure it out. I think we should just kick them for touchbacks at this point. I'd rather have the team starting at the 30-yard line than seeing that. Pressure's coming in. We got nothing, and we get taken out for a big-time sack. The pressure came in, and we didn't really have any options for a quick, short throw. And that one hurts, boys. As this pressure comes in again, we got to get rid of it, and that one is behind Coleman. We're going to throw this one up to Dawson Knox. That time, though, he can't hold on. And unfortunately, we are forced to punt it away here on this drive. We're going to send pressure here. Don't want to make it easy for Trevor Lawrence. He's having a really good season so far, just based on the numbers. And there we go. Greg Rousseau gets the sack again. He's been an absolute beast for us so far this season. And he adds another one to the tally. And we're going to go right back to it, man. We're going to send the pressure again. We're watching the routes with Cole Bishop, and Gabe Davis finds himself in space. And just like that, it's 3rd and 1. Come on, boys. There's still a chance. Just need a big-time stop here, defense. Ball goes up. Gabe Davis. That's a good route. Not much you can do there. And that Gabe Davis looks to be Trevor Lawrence's favorite receiver. Yeah, speak of him again. Right back to him. I mean, do we have to double him? What's going on here? Easy completion on the slant. And Jacksonville are on the 5-yard line. What seemed like a really good start has just kind of sputtered out of control. And that is a touchdown. Ah, man. Defense didn't do anything there, boys. We got a little too comfortable, man. We let Jacksonville right back into the game. Good reception there from Kincaid. Good blocking there. And James Cook's able to get another first down. Jacksonville has seemed to adjust a little bit. They are very comfortable with sending pressure. And that's something that we're going to have to keep in mind. We're going to have to get the ball off quick at times. There's not much there from Ray Davis, and he fumbles. We just ran into a bunch of bodies. And Jacksonville have all of a sudden turned it on to another level. It looked like this was going to be an easy dub after going up 14-0. Play action here. Greg Rousseau gets home for another sack. But can we actually make something of it now? We had a big-time sack last time out. But we couldn't do anything. That's a quick pass. Pickup of about 7 on the play. 3rd and 11 now. It's a 2-minute warning. Come on, boys. Jacksonville have just turned it on. It seemed like it was going to be an easy game. And now seemingly out of nowhere, it's all tied up. And the momentum seems to be shifting in their favor. It's a screen pass. Good blocking, but we're able to get the tackle. We're going to call a quick timeout. Probably didn't have to do that. Thinking about it now. I mean, we'd have had about a minute to go score on offense, but it is what it is. All right, come on, offense. Show me something here. Pressure comes in again, and we're going to take it with Kincaid down the middle. Good spin move there. That's a big-time play. We're going to throw that one up to Keon Coleman, and it's an interception. We got a little greedy there. We wanted to go for the showtime with Keon Coleman. And Josh Allen throws his first interception of the season at a costly time too, just before halftime. We probably had some other options. I fell in love trying to get it to Keon Coleman. That's not good, boys. The good news is they're at the 2-yard line, but I mean, that's just a missed opportunity there. But it's a safety. It was all calculated, boys. We get ourselves an extra 2 points, and we get the ball back. Josh Allen did that on purpose. I won't have it any other way. And that ball is short, and that is a flag. So what does that mean? We get an interesting look here at the new rules. Out of bounds. So I guess we're just going to move up. We're at the 40. Wow, that is a big time penalty. Hopefully we can make something of it. As Keon Coleman is in space, he goes up and snags it. Keon Coleman, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. Stefan who? Keon Coleman, baby. That looked like a dangerous throw. Didn't get enough air on it. I wanted to lob it a little bit more, but he just goes up and snags that one and stays on his feet too. Great stuff there from Keon Coleman. I need to hurry up. I'm talking here and the clock's running out. Getting too excited, boys. We're just going to take it to James Cook. Stay on your feet and get going, James. Get going, James, and just take it out of bounds. There you go. Easy money, boys. I'm going to hand it off to Ray Davis here. And he can't even take it home. He just takes a big hit. We're going to have to call a timeout, and we actually lose yards on the play. It's just a little too far to call the goal line play, so I'm going to see if we can find Kincaid, or Knox rather, and that one just doesn't go wide enough. And all of a sudden now it's 3rd and goal. Let's see if we can catch him off guard with the screenplay. Get it to James Cook. Good blocking up front. There we go. James dive into the end zone. And with 8 seconds left, we pick up the touchdown. Required a lot of blocking. Great job by the offensive line to get in space. James Cook picks up the reception there. Big boy almost got his hand on it, but thankfully Cook is there. And turns out that Josh Allen interception actually resulted in 2 points on the safety plus a touchdown. So it's a 9-point swing just like that. All calculated, boys. Threw it on purpose just to get ourselves the safety. Let's go, man. Nearly an interception there as the pressure comes in. That's going to do it for the first half. So we really got to turn it on a little bit more. I mean, it hasn't been too bad. You know, granted, one of Jacksonville's touchdown was that kickoff return. So it is what it is, but we have a 9-point lead going into the second half. It's a handoff to Etienne, and we're there all day long. Send the pressure. Quick slant pass. We're going to keep shading underneath. It doesn't really seem like they really want to do anything else. We're just going to keep taking the underneath stuff away then. Little motion, handoff out wide to Etienne. Big boy hit there by Cole Bishop. Yeah, they go out in the flat. That's not bad. I mean, can we get him down, boys? What's going on here? 3 blown tackles, and it's a touchdown. You've got to be freaking kidding me, man. Christian Kirk. Like, who knew? I guess he got in the weight room or something. 3 tackles. Can't knock him on the ground. I'm trying to use the hit stick. I mean, I guess I just got to go for the conservative tackle. What happened there, boys? Pressure comes in. Just get it off quick to Kincaid. Pick up a 4 on the play. Yeah, Keon Coleman all day long, baby. Take it to the house. Just shy at the 1-yard line. We waited for him to get in space. Just that extra second, causing the DBs to hit each other. And Keon Coleman just shy of the touchdown. That would have been great to finish that one off. And if you guys are interested, out of the Buffalo Bills playbook, gun formation, bunch Y nasty, and then you go Y flat goal line, and then you just flip it to go to the open side of the field. And what you have yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, is an automatic touchdown in 3, 2, 1. Kincaid. Bang! I'm telling you, boys, the Bills, man, we're even better this season. Everyone wanted to count us out. No expectations. And that's fine by me. Let's keep flying under the radar. These young guys will keep developing. Next thing you know, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. as we extend our lead back to 9. Come on, defense. We need a little bit better from you here, boys. It's another run. We send the pressure. Etienne goes wide. This time we're finally able to complete a tackle. What does Jacksonville have in store for us? It's a great pass right down the middle. Big play there. Pressure comes in, and that is a big time sack by Matt Milano, and I think Von Miller on the play. Man, this defense, man. Don't look now, but this could very well be the best defense in the league, boys. We're going to commit to the pass. Wash the middle with Matt Milano. There we go. Take away the easy stuff. And Greg Rousseau has got 3 sacks on the night already. Trevor Lawrence is going to have nightmares of this man right here. Big time player, Greg Rousseau. You love to see. You knew the potential was there. And now he's bringing it to light. Rousseau on one side, Miller on the other. What a 1-2 combo that is, boys. And Jacksonville are forced to punt. Josh Allen's on fire. That means Bazooka is activated as we take this one with Ray Davis. Tried to spin around. Not bad. We're going to motion Knox, so it looks like they're in man coverage. Going to get James Cook as our safety valve. And now, hopefully we have enough time to let the play develop. We take this one over the top to Khalil Shakir. In his hands, but it comes out. The accuracy wasn't the greatest. And it's now 3rd and 6. Had to try it, boys. Had to try it. Yeah, get it to James Cook. Nice little pick by Knox there to get Cook into space. And Josh Allen's got 351 and 4 tutties on the night. And that one interception, let's not forget, resulted in a safety. As far as I'm concerned, that was a calculated play. Pressure comes in. We quickly get that one off to Kincaid. Great stuff there from Josh Allen. I'm just going to send Keon Coleman on a streak. Let's see if we can get anything from that. No, nothing much. But Dawson Knox is there. We just didn't pass lead it. That's my bad. If I would have pass led that, it would have been an easy completion. I got a little lazy there. Didn't pass lead. I thought he would have been in space. We get this one out to James Cook. Great stuff. A little spin move. Another first down. Our offense is a well-oiled machine. I really want to get Keon Coleman a touchdown over the top. But nothing's there. Just get rid of it and we fumble it. Oh my gosh, boys. We're getting too greedy. We know that Jacksonville's sending pressure, but we just keep playing. We got to stop calling that play, man. That play doesn't work unless we have time for it to develop. And that hurts big time there. It's a screen pass and nobody is on the right side of the field or the left side of the field. We're getting a little too excited here, boys. But Greg Rousseau says, "Don't worry, coach. I got you." 4th sack of the night. My goodness, and that is a pick. Should have been a pick by Benford. All right, boys, we're shading over the top. I told them to shade over the top, but that is just a great route by Gabe Davis. That's not good, boys. We send pressure, and that is the main man again. I mean, he's about to set an NFL record. His 5th sack of the night. Greg Rousseau, ladies and gentlemen. If this doesn't warrant a breakout dev trade upgrade, then I don't know what will. The guy's got 5 sacks on the night. They played underneath. 3rd and 15. A little bit of a different look. It's a play action. Trevor Lawrence is going. He throws that one in the end zone. And Taylor Rapp is there, ladies and gentlemen. And that should be a wrap on the game. Trevor Lawrence forced into a mistake. All the sacks on the night have just gotten into his head. Tries to lob it up. We take Taylor Rapp, snag that one out of the air. And of course, who else? Greg Rousseau gets a hit in there. Taylor Rapp cuts the route. This Buffalo Bills team, man, we're different. This is something else, boys. We're not going to do anything silly here. We're just going to run it with Ray Davis. Great spin move. We're just going to burn the clock. Jacksonville have one timeout remaining. Played out wide. Pick up the block. That's right. Turn on the Jets, Ray. Good juke move. Still on his feet. First down. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. But there we go, boys. Another dub on the board, 30-21. It's a 9-point victory. We gave up that one kickoff return touchdown. So our defense really only gave up 2 touchdowns on the night. So it was overall a great performance. Some nice interceptions. Greg Rousseau, baby. 5 sacks. Cole Bishop with the interception. Taylor Rapp with the other one. Man, we're going to be playing that game in the locker room all night long. Greg Rousseau, add that one to your highlight tape. Incredible stuff. Another dub. Let's go. But that's going to do it for this episode of the Buffalo Bills franchise mode in Madden 25. I hope you all enjoyed. It's a great start to the season. We're 3-0, tied for first with the New York Jets. And to start the next episode, we have a big time matchup against the undefeated Baltimore Ravens. It's a Sunday night primetime game in Baltimore. It's going to be a good one. So far, so good, man. Again, it's a retool of a season, but don't tell these guys that. I mean, they've been coming out strong every game, putting on great performances, and it's been one heck of a season so far. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash that like button, hit subscribe to never miss an episode. It's been Matthew. Peace.